Hello and welcome to another episode of Stage of the Game. We are doing things a little differently this week, mainly because scheduling has be the problem most weeks. Unfortunately, we didn't think that through when we all signed up to do this. So we've come up with this new thing, at least for the next couple of weeks, when we know that we're going to be really busy, the four of us. We're going to be doing individual monologue episodes for the next 4 weeks. So there's going to be one episode per week featuring a single person from the podcast that is going to just talk about whatever they want to. Maybe give them a little introduction to themselves, what they're currently working on, and whatever topic they would like to discuss. So to start off this week, we got me, Owen. I know I did this solo piece last time, but everyone else is in tech, and I don't start tech until Friday for my show, so I guess that's what you're stuck with this week. So I guess tell you a little bit what the show I'm working on. I'm working on Mamma Mia, which is going up at Capitol Repertory Theater, which is where I work. As of now, I'm currently an ASM on the show, Assistant Stage Manager, for those who aren't aware of the term. I found out about that the day before first rehearsal, so that was fun. It's been a bit of a challenge for me. I've done stage management before. I've never been a full stage manager. I've done assistant stage managing before, and it's never something I really wanted to do again. I knew that my title here was assistant stage manager, but I was, at least on my last show, I always worked more like a production assistant. So being back as an assistant stage manager is a weird feeling. I'm not the main assistant stage manager. They can't do that with equity rules on a musical. There has to be an equity stage manager, equity assistant stage manager, and then you can have a non-equity assistant stage manager as well if you want to. And that's because it's such a big show for this theater. They had me come in to assist in rehearsals. And things are moving along. It's a big show, a lot of people, a lot of emotions right now. A lot of things are changing with the set right now because of things moving in and out, and it's kind of a mess. But I'm sure once it goes up, it'll be great because all the actors are very talented, and the set looks amazing. I think it'll be a really good show. But moving on. So there are two main things I want to talk about this week. One video game related and one theater related. And I'm blanking on the video game related topic that I literally just came up with before I started this. Oh, shit. What was it? Hold on a second. I'm gonna check my phone. I'm pretty sure I wrote it down. No, I'm in the shower. God, for the life of me, can't remember what it was. So I'm going to have to start off with a theater-related topic, and hopefully the video game-related topic just comes back to me. Check out my outfit. I'm a kitty cat with a lot of tattoos. So my theater-related topic I'm going to start with. I'm going to pose this question, and if anyone ever feels like, commenting on any of our shit, please feel free to do so and let me know what you think about this question. But do you think there could ever be a legitimately successful heavy metal musical? Now, this is coming from someone who's a big fan of musical theater and of heavy metal. I would love to see a combination of the two. And after knowing about Hamilton, I have not seen Hamilton, much to my chagrin, and I've also not listened to the soundtrack because I'm very stubborn in the fact that I don't listen to cast albums from shows I haven't seen. The reason for that is that I went and saw Spamalot when I was a kid, and a lot of those jokes were in the music, and so it just wasn't as funny to me. And because all the jokes were pretty much ruined. So I promised myself that I didn't want this experience to happen again, and I would just not listen to cast albums for shows. Of course, this is probably going to change mainly because I don't live so close to New York anymore. And I'm just, if I'm going to give up on this, it's going to be because of Hamilton. I just really want to listen to it. But back to the question at hand. Could there be a legitimately successful heavy metal musical? I'm sure there have been unsuccessful ones. If they have been, I haven't heard of them. But doesn't mean it hasn't been done already. I'm guessing it has been. There's musicals for everything. But I wanted to know if there's going to be something that really successful that will make people see metal not just as loud, screaming, angry people, but that there's legitimate passion behind the music. And I mean, if you can turn like rap, hip hop into a musical, I'd like to think that you could turn heavy metal into a musical. It doesn't necessarily have to be like death metal, which is all screaming, but you know, I just would like to see it. I'd like to bring it to combine the art forms, maybe possible. I know it's asking a lot. Owen, why not just do it yourself? I'm not musically gifted in any sense of the word, and I also can't write that well. So no, I would not be the one to write. I'd love to assist on it if I could, but I would love to see a story behind it. And I don't, and when I, again, saying a legitimately successful metal musical, I'm obviously implying an original one, not some stupid fucking jukebox musical made out of already popular metal music. I don't want to see that. I don't want someone to take Metallica songs and turn them into a musical. That'd be fucking stupid. I'm working on a jukebox musical right now, and while it's not the worst show, it's just a lot of it just seems lazy from writing standpoint. It's like, oh, I don't want to come up with songs myself, so I'm just gonna do this. And while yes, it takes a lot of creative talent to take a bunch of songs from ABBA, connect them enough that there's a plot there. However loose a plot it is, it does take talent, more talent than I have, because God knows I'm not writing a musical anytime soon. But still, I would love to see an original heavy metal musical, and I honestly think it could happen. I think people don't give heavy metal enough credit for being legitimate music. It's like, oh, it's just screaming, people, noise. And those people just don't take the time to listen to it. They don't understand. I mean, there was a time that I didn't understand. I remember listening to, my friend showed me the music video for Slipknot song. What was it? Spit It Out, from off their self-titled album. And I thought it was really fucking stupid, and it was annoying, and I hated the music. The song that actually got me into metal was what was this? It was Lamb of God, but enough. It was because of Guitar Hero 2. It was this Laid to Rest. Laid to Rest by Lamb of God was what got me into metal, really. But that was a few years later, and I was much more angsty. And I think until you really understand the emotion behind metal, you're not really going to understand what's the appeal of it. And I don't know, when people say, I know a lot of people don't like metal because it makes them anxious, or it's like, don't you get angry listening to this? And my response is always, no, metal calms me down if I'm in a place of panic or anger. Most of the time, and I feel like most people feel like this, I just want to scream and just let out my frustration. But listening to metal, it just does that for me. It just takes that anger and just puts it into a more constructive way. I release it in a better way, healthier way. And of course, my dad has told me this music's bad for your soul, but again, and there is definitely some music out there that is really disturbing, and even by metal standards. Band Suicide Silence, there's a song where they just have instrumentals to what they did over their 911 recording of that woman who got her face ripped off by a chimp. That's fucked up for multiple reasons. And I listened to some pretty dark stuff, but I even listened to that. For those who are wondering, I'm just dicking around in Grand Theft Auto 5 right now because I can. It's just something I can just do whatever I want and not really worry about it. But yeah, back to metal. So like I was saying, like I got into metal through video games actually. Video games is what got me into metal. And, there is so much passion behind metal. It's metal itself, and screaming is just pure emotion in general. I think that's what the definition of a scream is. It's just like a release of like pent up emotion. And when the music behind, there's so much feeling behind metal, and I wish people could understand that. Just accept that it's legitimate music and not just people screaming with a guitar riff on top of it. But I know a few people in the theater community that are heavy metal fans. Most of them work production. I don't know as many people, actors, who listen to metal, so it would be harder to get someone like an artistic person to work on a musical like that, theaters for musical theater movies. But again, it's just a dream that I'd love to see happen. If I could fund it, I totally would. I'm not sure who I would want to do it. I mean, there's some people. I don't know. I have no idea who I would get to write it. I don't think there's any metal artists that I feel like I would say, hey, write this musical. Maybe Randy Blythe from Lamb of God. I think he is an artistic soul. I think he might be up for at least trying. I don't know. But, okay, that's my sense on that. If you take the time to listen to this, feel free to comment and let me know what you think. I doubt there are any of you who listen to this, like 2 of you, maybe any, even who listen to this, who actually listen to metal. But yeah, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear about it. And I still can't remember what video game topic was that I was going to talk about. Okay, well, here is a video game topic. I don't remember if it is the one I wanted to talk about. It's probably isn't, but I'll start off with a story. A couple nights ago, I was playing the game Battlefield Hardline. It's a game I'd like to think that I'm decent at, and it helps that there's like a handful of players who still play it. But it's a first-person shooter based around like heisting, and so there's some robbers and cops. It's all about getting money to points and stuff like that. Fun stuff like that. There was this one match we were doing. The thing about a Battlefield game is that a one-sided game, a close game is a lot of fun. A really close game is a lot of fun. If you lose, it kind of sucks, but at least you know it was close. A one-sided game that your team is winning is awesome. It's like, hey, look at us, we're all amazing. One-sided game when your team is losing fucking sucks. Because no matter what you can do, you are fucked. And that's a problem with all Battlefield games, not just Battlefield Hardline. Battlefield 1 is so frustrating when it's a one-sided game. And you're on the losing end of that. Okay, so I was on a losing side of a one-sided match in Battlefield. And I was just, at this point, just trying to make some kind of dent in their kill count. Just get kills. At this point, I knew the objective was lost, but there's one person who was just camped in a corner inside a building, and no matter how many times I tried to kill him, because I find a camper, I'm always going to go for him, because fuck that. It's fucking bullshit camping. Just like, oh, I'm going to sit in this corner and wait for people to come around there. Fuck you. I don't care what you say, if it's a legitimate strategy, it's fucking bullshit. And that's how I really feel about it. But, uh-oh, explosion. But this guy, and it just frustrated me so much. Normally, when I get frustrated like that, I just well, I don't have a couch or anything. I just play in my room. So I usually just sit on my bed and I just pound on the mattress a little bit. And I didn't realize my laptop was sitting next to me, and I punched the edge of it and ended up splitting open my knuckle. I got blood on my bed sheets, and that was a whole fun thing. And by fun, I mean it wasn't fun at all. It was fucking annoying. But while that whole ordeal is frustrating, I get frustrated also knowing that like stuff like that, like a video game, can get me that worked up. I mean, it's upsetting to myself knowing that, like, I'm letting this stupid thing upset me. And I know there are plenty of people out there, gamers, who've made livings off of getting upset on the from a video game and putting it up online. Michael Jones rage quit, but I wouldn't say I have anger issues, but it's not the only thing that I get mad at, yell at. Definitely when I'm watching my sports team lose, whether it's the Yankees or the Ravens, then I get really mad and will yell on the TV for that as well. When I'm driving, and if you cut me off, you will fucking hear about it. I will go out of my way to make sure that you see me flipping you off, because I hate drivers who do stupid shit. They're asking to die because it's shit that they do. The guy who cut me off this morning in a roundabout, who cut across 2 lanes of traffic so that he could get off on his exit instead of, just going around the roundabout again, but instead decided to just, put not only his life in risk, but mine and everyone else around us. I definitely made sure that he saw me flipping a bird. But yeah, I don't like getting that angry and losing my cool. I don't like not having a part of myself that I can control. And especially with video games, it's upsetting, but to see myself get that worked over something like this. I know plenty of people get worked over driving and sports, but I don't know, video games seem so trivial. I don't know. And I kind of know why, at least with video games. I get upset. In sports and driving, I can't control other people. But with video games, this is something I normally can't control. I control myself in the game. And if I'm doing bad, it's most likely my fault. And I get upset about that, especially in a game that I consider myself to be pretty good at, or at least somewhat decent at. I'm not that good at video games, but decent at. Like, when I'm playing Battlefield or Hardline, I'm usually one of the top 2 or 3 players on my team. Again, that's mainly because no one plays it anymore, but still. So when I do badly at that, it really upsets me, because I know that there's only a handful of things I can say, like, hey, I'm pretty good at this. And to see myself be like, shit, maybe I'm not as good as I think, it really messes with my head. It's causing some major anxiety issues. But yeah, I just hate seeing something that I would normally think, like, hey, I'm pretty good at. Just watching myself fail. Frustrates me. It really does. And that's why I can get so angry at video games. And I don't know. I'm not sure how everyone here feels about it. I'm sure people here have gotten angry at video games, but never angry enough that they break their computer like I have before. That was a complete accident, by the way. I never threw anything against a wall or anything like that. But I threw a controller at a couch that my computer happened to be sitting on top of. Well, not on top. It was underneath the blanket, so I didn't even see that my computer was there. Or else I never would have risked that. Dead. But yeah, I mean, anger happens, and I'd like to it's something I'd like to work on. I'm not sure if this is an anxiety issue or an anger issue, but definitely something I'd like to work on. Definitely something that I get from my grandfather. He's the one who taught me to yell at sports teams on TV. I learned it from you, Grandpa. Rest in peace. But my grandpa was a Detroit Tigers fan, so he had plenty of reason to yell at the TV. This was back when they were terrible, not recently when they actually started winning. Oh, they're one of those teams that are frustratingly winners because they do really well up until it gets to the playoffs. They're like the Cincinnati Bengals of baseball. It's like, hey, we're going to do so well during the regular season and then completely fall apart. Oh, God damn it. In the postseason where, it actually matters. So you can get to the playoffs, but unless you actually, win in the playoffs, it doesn't mean anything. But take this topic off of sports. I don't have many. I only have those two topics really to talk about, and it's been 22 minutes, which isn't that long, but it's not like any of you listen to this anyway, so I'm gonna call it there. Well, let's see if I can actually pull off this challenge. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Uh-oh. People are dying around me. That was literally 0.4 feet less. And there's my record plane, so I'm guessing. And, oh no, I was 64.3 feet out, so much better than my last one. Oh. Oh, I thought something was on fire first. Oh, I want to get on the truck. Oh. Ow. Ah. Oh. I'm dead. Well, thanks for listening. If you did listen, it means a lot. Let me know what you think if you have anything to contribute to my conversation. I'd love to hear about it. We all would. Next week, I don't know which of us will be doing their monologue, but it's not going to be me again because I did mine. And I've done this 2 weeks in a row. You've had to hear from me, so hopefully you'll get a fresh voice to listen to next week. Let's try this one more time before I go. I have less than 2 minutes. So, uh-oh. Someone's behind me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep. And I'm just going to end it there because, yeah, should have seen that coming. Bye. Thanks for listening.